Welcome back to another Tuesday night stream. It's me, your boy, JTV Live, back with some more Planet Coaster. For those of you who don't know, something exciting has happened. Planet Coaster has had yet another update. It updated yesterday, added the pirate theme, the princess theme. It's the fairy tale theme, but the I like the PP. You gotta get that alliteration in there. So we got the pirate theme, princess theme, gift shops, on-ride photos, a bunch of other stuff. So the plan for tonight is we're gonna hop into work on our remaster of the career park It's a Shore thing. Start working on the pirate section of the park. I already have it kind of vaguely mapped out, but I want to work on some roller coasters. That's like the main thing. It's been a while since I'll go ahead and hold on. Let's go ahead and switch over. I we only have 2 roller coasters in this park so far. We've been working on it for quite a while, so I think we need to add some more coasters. And you can kind of see, I have these little signs placed there. Over here is going to be the pirate section, so I kind of have like an idea of what I want to how I want the area to look. Executing it's going to be the major thing, but I know I hyped up the new update, but I probably won't be working on too much scenery tonight, and just focusing mainly on coasters. So I have one. I think over here I have a coaster station. Yeah, I think a coaster station here, have it come up around here and do things. A coaster station here, have the block zone here that could be covered up by some scenery. And then also a coaster back over here, which is going to be a little interesting because here's the park border. So I'm thinking about having a layout that kind of comes down along here, crosses over the path somehow, and does some things over here. So that's the general plan. Also, I gotta shout it out. It's down in the description below. Hold on, let me read it because I want to get it right. My workshop code, TheSponchMaster, number 32854, 32854. That's my workshop code. I upload everything we build on stream, all of the parks when they're finally finished, whenever that will be, who knows. But all the parks, all the buildings, all of the scenery and stuff, I put those all on my workshop. You can find the code down in the description below. I added a ton of stuff today, mostly Western theme, because that's the park I've been working on offline. Because I have like my online parks and my offline parks, and my offline parks I've been working on have been Western themed, so it's mainly Western buildings. But I do have a few beach themed buildings. You can see I've added the buildings from this park. I got this one. I haven't added this one yet because I don't really think it's that good, but one of the things that I added were a bunch of these fun little food stalls, which I think if we did like a beachside carnival kind of section, maybe down here, and they might also work for the pier. I don't know, but there's a specific building I was looking for that I had. Let's go into facilities. Ooh. Storming outside, so hopefully we stay online the whole time. Have we placed one of these yet? Because this would be perfect for somewhere. Because I don't like overusing the same assets, but I completely forgot that I had this. I think I put one over here. All right, Minecraft music's getting a little intense. We got to turn that down a bit. At least for me. I don't know how it sounds on stream, but on my end, it's a bit loud. Let's see. This. Not this one. I built this. I have like an offline world where I just build buildings and work on stuff. But I built this gift shop here to kind of take advantage of the new gift shop capabilities. So I'm thinking, and it has like a photo booth. So I'm thinking if we put it down here, it would make a great like entrance and exit for the roller coaster. So let's throw it there. And then I also built an aquatic, like, themed eatery. Where's that guy? I still have this yellow one that I can place. I feel like if I put it here, it doesn't really make sense there. That one might be a bit too purpose built. But where's... Ah, here it is. This guy. I think this guy would be perfect. It's like a little picnic area. I think it would be great. Intersecting terrain. Oh. You sampled. There we go. Alright, I know I said we were doing coasters, but I need to get this done while it's in my head, because I will forget to do it. And I kind of want to get the major infrastructure of this section sorted out before fully dedicating my brain power. I'm losing it again. Where did it go? Here it is. I think if we put it like... right here. Okay. And then... let's see, we want a railing, and it looks like we use this type. There we go. And we'll go to draw. Gotta leave a little bit of a gap. Because I don't want the guests... I don't like the guests walking through the wall. Okay. Throw this here. Throw this here. And I'll leave that open for now, because I don't really know what I'm going to put over there. But, just like that, this needs to be connected. Seven. Or 6, yeah. Nice. Go ahead and open this guy. And we'll wait to open the photo booth. I don't know why that's a Sonic ad. I don't know why there's a Sonic ad there, but that's fine. Okay, so what problems do we have? Pickpocketing, overcapacity, and then dirty tables. Okay, that's all fine. Let's see. This doesn't really fit the other buildings I have. Do I not have, like, aquatic themed coaster stations? I thought I had... I could have sworn I had more. We might have to load up some other parks and see, because there's a specific station that I have in mind. Although something like this... yeah, we'll just... hold on. We can just do a tropical version of something like this. So that's what we'll do. As for the type of coaster, that's the real question. What? I think we'll save the water coaster for somewhere where it makes a bit more sense. Probably down here. Because there's a lot of, like, places for it to interact down there. I've only made one of these that I can think of. Let's do a launch spinning coaster. I've only worked on one of those, and I don't remember if it was on stream or not. And I paid money for that DLC. I might as well use it for content and actually make it worth my investment. I think right here. Slightly fairly elevated, like right here. Okay, and then let's do this block zone first. Is that long enough? Okay. Nice. We'll come here. And the max spin rate being 360 per second. That's fine for the pre-launch. So I'll have it come down. No, maybe not. I need to do math. Yeah, that should be good. 45. Like that. Uh, 25. That's not quite. Okay. The JoJo roll is a cute idea, but we don't have enough height or space for it, so we're gonna forgo. Okay, awesome. Holding section. And now this, probably 100. Will be good. It's not gonna end up hitting 100, but... Okay, let's see. Okay, 100 might be too much, so we'll do 90. Well, let's do 75. Because we don't want it to be crazy. Okay. Especially these back two cars get quite a lot of spin coming around that turn. Okay, 66 miles an hour, I feel like, is acceptable for this kind of coaster. Also, I love how I just didn't save my There we go. What do we got? All right. 39 should be good. Yo, what's up, Crazy Emma? Long time no see. How have you been? You're on break now, right? I would imagine. It's fucking July. Unless you go to like one of those fucking weird ass new age schools where it's like, oh, we do like 2 months on, 1 month off. No offense to anybody who goes to one of those schools. I'm just shitting on it for no reason. I do that sometimes. Just part of the brand, I guess. I'm like iDubbbz. I just shit for no reason sometimes. It's been a rough few weeks with my health, honestly. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Hopefully being, like, away from school and like every germ in the book will be good for your immune system and recovery. I want to be going more this way, so... like this. That really sucks, Emma. I hope you get better, honestly. Being like away from a bunch of people every day though should hopefully definitely help. Yeah, I know what that is. Definitely stay out of the heat, I would imagine. I'm no medical expert, but... ooh. Still going way too fast. That's a bummer, Emma. I'm sorry about that. Let's see. 0 G's. Oh. Boom. That might be way... I think I made this way too gradual. That's way too... It's still going way too fast. Yeah, okay. Switching schools, gonna start going to a small school at church. Nice. Only like 32 students in total. That'll be good. Let's see like that. How's that doing? Cool. Okay, I do hit -1. This is gonna be really tight. Yeah, that's way too... As cool as the vertical drop would be, it's just not feasible, unfortunately. With the space we have. We can move this rock. It's no issue. Boom. Alright, that should be good. And then I'm trying to decide. I feel like an outer banked would be cool. Bring us up here. Come down, kind of use this shelf. Okay, yeah. Let's start with the outer banked. Hold on, let's see how this is Ooh. I like it. Instead of doing like a full outer banked though, I think I'm gonna do one of these little guys. One of the ones that like comes in and then pops out. So okay, I know that's crazy. Boom. How are we doing with that? Way too much. Way too much. Maybe just 2 and do it like 26, 23, 20. Okay, cool. And what's good about doing the outer banked is it also prevents the supports from intruding on the beach space. Okay, the negative G-forces were still a little bit too much, so we'll just do it increase by 1 for each step. 20. Perfect. Okay. I'm just trying to think. Now what do we do? Can I fit a non-inverting here? We'll have to adjust the pathway. I mean, we also just need to make it smaller. Okay, yeah, maybe not a non-inverting. What can I do here? Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? Inverted top hat. Okay, I have an idea. Go here. I'm gonna kind of do like a diving, almost like a dive loop. Boom. Two. Uh-oh. We're getting a little bit too close to the edge. I think we should be fine, though. I need to see what the G's are, because I'm going to do a block section here. Okay, yes, this could be a lot smaller. Sorry, I'm like rethinking the design as I'm going along. This is one of the reasons I've talked about this before, but I don't usually like just adding a roller coaster without like a plan or a reason. I like kind of being like, oh, I have this space. Let's kind of leave it there until we figure out what we want to put. But we got to the point where I'd been doing that for way too long with this park, and it needed a coaster. It's getting kind of ridiculous. Okay. Look at like this. Okay. This is what we want. So that's at 113. Let's make it 115. And then let's make it 117. And then let's make it 119. And let's make it 121. What? Okay. Let's make it that. Okay. Okay, let's check clearance. But in theory... Okay, yeah, that's okay. Okay. Let's do all this. This is just like miscellaneous smoothing. We'll go through and do all of the inversions at the end. But since I did a lot of track editing here, Okay. So now... Okay. And we'll just do some, like, slight editing for that. I'll need to check the negative G's on that. Hold on, I need to think of the shape in my head. Okay, so it needs to go... Trying to do, like, that wide Cobra roll that, like, Ride to Happiness has. I'm just trying to picture how it functions in my head. Okay. Okay, we don't have enough room. That's the problem. So we'll have to do a standard, we'll do, like, a nice, Immelman kind of deal, but with, like, a really long amount of hang time. Hmm. Oh. All right. Sorry, everyone. I'm kind of figuring this out and doing. I'm making up these elements as I'm going along. There's like not a. There's not gonna end up being a single standard element on this thing, which is like all well and good. It just takes a while. We need to check clearances again, but okay, G's are looking good. Okay, clearance is good. The clearances are a lot closer than I would like. I mean, I do like how packed in it is, but I would like it to have like some semblance of space. Okay. Okay. That's... I think we'll make it into the safe window, which is good. How fast are we going? $74. Okay. Okay. then I want it to, like, come down here. So, I think if we have it go up and then twist around this way. Okay, yeah. Or if I did this. Yeah, no, it needs to be this way. It might need to be higher. It seemed like that coaster car was going pretty fast when it flew by. It definitely does, because if that's 180 above sea level, this needs to be way. Here's the vertical I was wanting. Boom. Just like that. This needs to be 2. Yeah. So we'll go like this. That's a crazy drop. We can move all these rocks. Alright, that is an insane element. We'll only be able to do a couple things. I think airtime hill, something over the path, back over the path. And this is like our lane. How's it doing? Only 3 Gs. Okay, nice. 26 should be good. That's too high. Oh, it's so close. So if I do like just 1.5 degree. Right, 0 G's the whole way. Still too close. Two. Boom. Six. Okay, yeah, I can. So if I did like okay, we might have to put some trims, but I'm not against doing some trims. Okay, yeah, we do have to do some trims. So I'm thinking like that's as big as we can make this a little bit bigger. All right. We got those. Get those bars kissing. Okay, maybe not corkscrew. But something along those lines. What do we got? So 68 miles an hour. So if we made this... Okay. And let's see what that gives us. Because we don't have a ton more time. Okay. There we go. Boop. Alright, may need to do a bit more trimming. What do I want to do? That's crazy tight. Yeah, 7 G's is too much. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think this should be good. And we need to get it there. So... Okay. Alright, so we do need more trim, which we can do. Let's make this a clean 30. Let's see how that does. Okay. Okay, it's still too fast, so we just need to widen this bit out. I just need to move this tree so I can actually see what the heck I'm doing. Probably not there. It's probably gonna have to be like there. Okay. Okay. This will work, this will work, this will work. I just had to rethink my strategy. Alright, it's about to come through, so we'll go ahead and pause it. Okay. Oh, it was coming through the other way. That's fine. This gets us in the right direction. Pointed in the right direction to finish it out, though. So this is good. I'm still getting 4 down here. Okay, now this will do a little loop and then break around into the final. Alright, 3 Gs. Okay. It's a lot of noise, but it's fine. Okay. Okay. Obviously, we'll have to change this path. I'll just reroute it going this direction, coming over here, which will give us room for a flat ride here. So I'm actually gonna do that now before we go into smoothing. Oh, go ahead and put a flat ride down. Now let's go through and do the very super fun process of smoothing all of this crazy bullshit that we did. So... Alright. I need to get like a... I'll probably actually set that up. Hopefully before tomorrow's stream. But I should get like a smooth jazz button on my soundboard from when we're going through and doing all the smoothing. Go ahead, grab all that. And just get them out of the way. Then come around. Okay, and then this is just a normal drop. So I'll do some light smoothing just to help with the variation in track piece length. Okay. Nice. And then I'll go ahead and smooth this out as well. Alright, and then coming back over here, we'll do just a once over back the other direction. And then this should be good to go. At least this first element. The rest of it definitely is not going to be good to go, but... I don't think we'll have time to build a second coast or another roller coaster. Especially since this one's taken us a little over an hour. But I will make sure and go ahead and build a station for it before signing out, I think. I already have an idea of what I want the station to look like, so hopefully, knock on wood, it shouldn't take too long to actually do. Yo, what's up, Laird Thrills? Welcome, welcome. Hope your week's been off to a good start. I know it's only Tuesday, but hey, it's the first day of Freedom Month, so everybody should be super excited on the first day of Freedom Month, in my opinion. Anyway, oops, sorry. I didn't mean to accost you twice with the anthem. Dude, you gotta stop changing your name in your profile pic, bro. It's confusing. It's confounding. I figured it was you though because of the 3D in your name, but I just always do the yo, welcome, welcome, how have you been? Just because I feel like that's vague enough that it works with people who are newcomers and then also people who are returning chatters like yourself. It was once... no, it was twice for the profile picture and once for the name. I've been keeping track. I don't know about you. But I'm just joshing with you. How's your week been, Bacon Prince? I guess now Laird Thrills. I'll call you Thrills. We got David, who's Chills, and then we got you, who could be Thrills. Week's been good? That's good to hear. My week's been pretty boring. Just work stuff, and then last week was crazy busy, so I've just been kind of trying to get reorganized with all of the things that I have to get done. Let's see. And we already went and smoothed all of that, so I don't feel any need. Alright. Thinking of starting a prototype for Comet? That'd be cool. Any roller coaster named Comet, I feel like is typically a decent coaster. Easily one of the best coasters at Hershey Park, which is wild considering how many good coasters there are at Hershey Park. It's just a testament to how good Comet is. Oh, fuck. I knew doing the smoothing would fuck up the clearance, but we can actually fix that. I hate having to alter layouts because I feel like it always ends up janky, but it is what it is. Just move that in a bit. And then just... So it needs to be like there. Okay. Hopefully that should fix it. I don't know what that's going to do to the G-forces. Hold on, let's run it. Just carefully pull it back. Okay. Nice. Alright, that makes me happy. Next up. Hold on, we gotta check. Check G's. It's gonna go up there, it's gonna come down, go over the hill, come around like that. Perfect. Okay. Cool. That was the only thing I was worried about, was that it would fuck that up, but it did not. I'll just go ahead and smooth this. Okay. Now coming up to this bad boy. And I'll probably end up building like a custom support tower for it. I haven't really done too much of that kind of stuff, but I think it's kind of necessary with how obtrusive it is. At the very least, I need to go through and remove the supports from some of these pieces. Family Woody opened in 1951. I mean, I figured. Comet is very much a vintage wooden coaster name. This. Get all this. This is a crazy drop here. I'm very curious how it rides. I'm very excited to see it. Alright, now we just go back the other way. Fix all these guys. Finish the latest prototype for Ravine Flyer. Only thing left is tarp over the track when it goes over the road so people don't fall off while standing and get hit by a car. That is a good thing to have. That's cool. You'll have to send me the YouTube chart or like a workshop code. Look through that. Okay. Almost there, gamers. Almost there. Just a couple more elements left. We've got this weird corkscrew thing. Yeah, it needs to be more like that. Because there needs to be enough space for everything, especially with how close to the road this is. I think we might be able to bring this in a little bit. Just a bit. Okay. Just get all of the connections. Make sure we didn't break anything. Okay. That's all good. Almost there. Smooth out this connection. Okay. Back the other way. And I think this is the last inversion. Oh, wait, no, we have this one right at the end. We'll also have to do a custom support here. Okay. Get that fixed. Okay. It's such a tight turn, but I kind of dig shit like that in roller coasters, so I'm kind of okay with it. Okay. And then it comes up here. We'll do this. Actually, might not have time to do the coaster station. I know I said I would do that, but looking at the clock, the smoothing process just takes so long. Especially when, like, the hitboxes break like it did just there. And I can't just... Okay. Boom. right, and then now we can do this part. This as well. Okay, that's all the smoothing, and the final one last step. There's just one last step. We gotta go in here and kind of get rid of all of the obstructions. So we can throw that there. This tree needs to move here. This tree needs to move. I can't move it. Or delete it. Oh, it's just barely off. And then that I can't do anything with either. Unfortunate. This we can delete. We don't really need it. This palm tree just needs to be moved slightly. And it does that. And then it comes down here. So this needs to be... Then... Nice. So we got that. You can just be moved. Here. Okay, that should all be good. You just need to be slightly smaller. You're good there. You need to be moved slightly. Any plans for the 4th? Yes. Actually, I'm assuming you mean IRL plans, which the answer would be no. The family that, yeah, all my family's like all over the place. So I'm just kind of chilling out. So the plan is we're going to be streaming Assassin's Creed 3. In honor of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, I thought it would be fun to just take a trip back into the 2010s and play some Assassin's Creed 3 and help George Washington do his things, the things that George Washington did. So I think that'll be pretty fun. But I mean, someone might, if I get any invites for any IRL plans, I'll probably prioritize those. But the current plan is to play Assassin's Creed 3, and I think it'll be a good time. I haven't played that game pretty much since it was out too, so it should be interesting. I'm gonna be playing through it throughout the week in my free time, just to kind of get through all of the boring, like 5-hour bullshit intro sequence. Because the actual game doesn't even really start until like 4 hours into the campaign, and that's like my entire stream length. So I want to start in the interesting. I want to do the interesting bits on stream. I know some people would have you believe that there are no interesting bits in Assassin's Creed 3, but I actually like it. Alright. It's the big moment, gamers. We're going to set it to block section. Add the amount of trains. Oh, we didn't do block section mode here. Alright. Let's ride it, gamers. Here it goes. Ooh. If you have motion sickness, you may want to not watch this bit. Just FYI, guys. Woo. That's a really fun overbanked. I feel like we got a good spin speed too. Like we're noticeably spinning, but it's not like crazy. It's not over the top like the other spinning coaster I created is. Here it goes. Second launch. Woo! There's another tree we gotta delete. Whoa! That's another tree we gotta delete. Whoa! I don't even know where we are. That was wild. I am very pleased with how this came out. This tree here needs to be moved. This tree here could use with a nudge. Like right here. Maybe not right there. Right here. And this guy. Nice. Oh, that's right. We need to fix this clusterfuck of supports. So, we can keep this one off. 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 Keep that one. Keep that one. Actually, no, we don't need this one. Off. Look at Dope just got here. Hey, welcome, welcome. What's up, Lord Lupus? How have you been? Good to see you again. Off. We're working on this spinning thrill coaster. If you scroll back in the VOD a little bit, you'll be able to see us riding it. If you're just now joining. But testing is complete. I need to edit these rocks. I'll do it like there. A little bit more breathing room. I'm tired of dealing stuff when you're alive. Nice. I mean, nice that you're alive. Not nice that you're dealing with stuff. Sorry. Hopefully you got what I meant. If you have a moment, look at the workshop. You might find something I just updated you might like for your park. Disco. Ooh. Yeah. Give me 1 second. Let me finish fixing these rocks. And then I'll definitely go take a look. Alright. I kind of like the default color scheme. Especially for, like, the section of the park this is in. Alright. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Where am I going? There we go. Sorry. What's the code? What's the code? Drop the code in chat. Ooh. I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe to that. I don't like using other people's creations in my own parks for the most part. Just put disco. I'll put disco. Obviously, if people want me to use them in parks, I will. Let's see. Which one? Is it this one? I don't know which one I'm looking at. First one. Disco Wave Swinger. Ooh. I'll go ahead and do that. Let's see what that looks like. Looking at it, I don't know if it'll fit this park, but it could fit the boardwalk. I don't think we have a chair swing ride on the boardwalk yet. So, let's see. Where might need to refresh. Here it is. Better at night. I was guessing that it would be better at night based on the photo. All right, we'll throw it there, and then come down here. Ooh. Yo, I love that. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So you got, that's a really good use of the spinning pieces. That's actually really good, dude. You should be, I like this. Oh, one light out of sync, but that's fine. I kind of did a similar thing I actually had the exact same issue with the light being out of sync. I did a like ring of lights in a bowl slide that I made, and I had that same issue. That's what I told you about. Honestly, not gonna lie, put that up for you. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. I will totally add this. This actually works perfectly for the sci-fi section of the boardwalk. I will 1000% add that, and I'll make sure to add a little credit sign here, because I need to make sure I like to make sure I credit everybody when I add stuff to my park. But I'm gonna go ahead and delete this now just because it doesn't really fit this park. But I'm totally gonna use that. I've noticed a lot of things when people put lights on flat rides and stuff like that. A lot of times people have a tendency to go way overboard. But you had a good balance there. You didn't go way overboard with the lights. That's always my worry with things that like I build. Oh, we need to add a photo spot. That's fine. Let's go. I knew I said I probably didn't have time for the entrance or for the station, but I have the station in my mind, so we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick. I'm gonna pause it just so I have some quiet. What happened to my Minecraft music? I want my nice tunes back. Okay, thank you. So I'm gonna model it. So the sign on top, I have it if you need it, and the bushes have barriers so they won't go through them. Nice. My pool mushroom fountains are also. Wait. Hold up. You wouldn't happen. Oh, did it actually save? I'm sure it did. You wouldn't happen to be talking. So this was the first park that this was my first offline park that I completed, by the way. So this is a big deal. I'm curious because I have a pool mushroom in this park, and I'm curious if this is yours, because that would be so fucking funny. That would be crazy. And I also have like bungalows that I don't remember if I used them in this park, but that would be so fucking funny. I guess I could have just checked my subscriptions on Workshop instead of wasting time loading up a new fucking park when I have a station I'm supposed to be working on. Hold on, let's see. It's right over here. Look at it. I would imagine it probably is. As I tell my boyfriend, your Aries is forgivable. No, that's not yours. Aw, dang it. We were close. That would have been really funny, though. Well, that was a wonderful aside. Apologies for my ADHD brain. Alright, back to the game. Aries again. I love being reduced to balls of plasma in the sky. I just like to keep the stream moving, you know? I think that's that's also like a big part of it too. Is Planet Coaster is such like a stationary game that like any excuse that I can find to like do a bit or like an aside or anything like that, like I'm always kind of searching for that. So the station I want to model it off of is one of my own creations. You can find it on the Planet Coaster Workshop. Once again, the share code is in the description below. All of the buildings that I build on stream are available on the workshop for people to download and use in their parks. You can credit me if you want. I don't care if you don't feel like you have to, though. But I want to model it after this one. So I'm just going to throw it here. And I'm essentially going to do a tropical version of this. Should I upload Ravine Flyer to the workshop? It depends. Because if I remember correctly, Ravine Flyers... well, based off my memory and the name, that's a terrain coaster, correct? I don't know how you would upload a terrain coaster to the workshop. You know what I mean? Without uploading the entire park. Because I ran into that same issue, too, because I have this minecart, like this really themed minecart coaster in the Western Park that I've been working on offline. And I wanted to upload it to the workshop, but the issue I ran into is, like, it's a themed mine coaster, so a lot of it's underground, and there wasn't really a great way to do that. Dude, I would so be down for a collab park. I've definitely thought about doing that. Like, that's one of the things I think I want to do. It'd definitely be more in the future. But I did think about doing, like, a community, like, kind of picking people from the community to do a park together. But I feel like that's something I'd need a Discord. I picked the wrong theme. I'm stupid. I feel like that's something I'd need a Discord to kind of work out, but that's definitely like something I'm keeping in the back of my mind as like an idea. I'm thinking these castle walls, maybe. A bit lighter and less saturated. Dude, I did put rocks around the mountain areas you need, and that's how I did Dante's Inferno and Planco 1. See, you were talking about Discord. yeah. We did talk about Discord. Like I said, it will happen eventually. It will happen eventually. You are not the first person to ask, but it's just like size and current free time availability are like the major pushbacks. Will it not let me? Okay. It wouldn't let me just snap it. Okay, where's this? Maybe like the... I think we'll just do the typical plaster. Or no, what am I doing? Where's like the resort? Yeah, this stuff. I know what to do now. This is not the resort wall. It's modern wood wall is what I want. Here it is, here it is, here it is, here it is, here it is. Oh, yeah, I wish I knew the definition of free time. I'm in the same boat. People on Twitter, well, not people on Twitter, but people on Twitch always used to talk about, you know, like, oh, streaming's such a hard job. I don't have any time. But you know what's harder than streaming? Streaming and then also having a job. That takes up way more time. It's bad. I've been addicted to making this coaster as realistic as possible. Dude, I feel that so much. I spend so much time on like things that aren't really necessary. But it's like, no. I need this coaster to be like, I need this to be so good that I could take it to Arrow tomorrow and pitch it. I know Arrow's out of business, but that was the first company that came to mind. Oh. Sorry, okay, I need to read. I'm reading through chat. Blah, blah, do what I where was I? Discord. Never heard of it. It's bad. I've been addicted to making it regularly. I have that with certain things. It's not possible to settle and actually gauge energy. Just got back into playing it, but even then I'm struggling with stuff. Yeah, dude, my like constant struggle is the amount of the amount of time it takes to do things in this game at the level that I can be satisfied with is like insane. I think I already am approaching 500 hours in this game. And there's like so many ideas that I have, but then I think about like executing it, and it's just like, yeah, I'm never going to be done with that. I'll be working on this one project for the next 8 years. And at that point, like, I'm decent at the game, but I'm not good enough at the game to justify spending 5 years on one project. Like, it won't approach anything like remotely approaching the amount of like the ratio of quality to effort is not gonna be worth it. It'd be like if I spent like a half a decade working on a painting. Like, it's still gonna look like shit because it's a painting by me, and I suck at painting. So it's crazy to just turn it. See, I do turn it on and spend 4 to 6 hours just on one ride and theming. I think I spent like 5 streams doing that fucking indoor themed coaster I did for my resort park a while back. But my issue and my like dumb time sink, and it's such a waste of time, is I have a really bad habit of loading up my parks and then just like hopping into first person and then just like walking around and just like watching coasters, or just like moving around and looking at like coasters run or watching the park operate. Like, I waste so much time not working on things and instead just like floating around and watching shit. It's really bad. Like, I need to not do that, but at the same time, it's how I like to play the game, you know? I like to enjoy the fruits of my labor. There's nothing wrong with that. I like to stand on the balcony of my mission-style mansion and like gaze over my empire like I'm a drug dealer in a Michael Bay movie, you know? Oh no, your phone died. That's not good. 10 hours just to make spaghetti bowl coaster. Oh yeah, Flight of Fear recreation. Dude, Flight of Fear, fuck yeah. I've thought so many times about recreating that coaster in this game, but the problem I always run into with it is I can just never, I can't be satisfied unless it's like the same coaster type. And the fact that they don't have a launched coaster with that style of, was that Morgan? Or was that was Morgan that did that, right? Anyway, they don't have that style of launch coaster, which just bums me out, but there's a few coasters that I would like to do recreations of, but I've never been a big fan of doing them myself. Or I've never been a big fan of doing recreations for the most part. I kind of like just like doing my own thing. If I do a recreation, it's not going to be like a recreation. It's more so going to be like inspired by. Like I'll have a coaster inspired by like I'll do a coaster inspired by Phantom's Revenge. So like the second drop will be bigger than the first and it'll have a bunch of helixes and stuff. They do in the DLC? No, they don't. I mean, they have the family launch coaster, but it's not the same. Because Flight of Fear has, like, the arrow corkscrew style track. I'm pretty sure it does, right? Yeah. Hold on, I'm Googling. Flight of Fear lights on. Because it has like a thicker, like a wider arrow style track, I thought. Yeah. With like the... Oh no, you're right. Holy shit, no, you're super right. Yo! Yo, you're super right. Although I don't think the family launch coaster goes quite as fast, but hold on, where's this image? This is the image where I'm like, yes. Open image in new tab. Let's pop this. Let's pull this out. Oh my gosh, why is it so small? But yeah, that is not the track type I was thinking. That's definitely like the family launch coaster track. All right, that, you know, that's a point. I don't have any like you get a point sound effects, but if I did, I would give it to you for that. I think I'll let the exit be here. And the entrance, I'll put here. Okay. Okay. Okay, I did it. If I make it, I'll let you know when it's up. Yes, please do. I'll definitely want to check it out. I'd follow 2 blueprint layouts, the Flight of Fear blueprint and the Joker's Jinx layout. Oh yeah, because that's right. It's the same coaster model, just outside. Okay. So far, so okay. Oh, wait. I want to steal this color. I want to steal this color. Okay. So all of these bottom ones. Yo, what's up, JDM? How are you doing? Yeah, dude. Dude, what do you mean? We're always popping off. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm YouTube's rising star. All right? Obviously we're popping off. I don't know why you're coming in here giving false information. Also, what's up, Julia? Sorry, I didn't see that message. Welcome, welcome. Which coaster am I making? Right now, I'm just doing the, we made this launched, thrill spinning coaster. So now I'm working on the station. I'm essentially taking this Viking, or this lodge-style coaster station that I've already built, and just making a, like, tropical version of it. I was gonna just hop in and talk about Death Stranding, but clearly you're in the minority here. I mean, you could still talk about Death Stranding. I'm fine to do that. I saw you got to Conan, aka the best part of the game. Also, you talking about Death Stranding, JDM's very on brand, so like, I can't be too mad. You know I'm an ABP kind of guy. Always be plugging. This. What? Fat Albert? Who was that? I don't know if you guys heard that guess that it was quite jovial. It needs to be the smaller ones. It needs to be the smaller ones. You stopped playing like 10 minutes for one of the coolest sections I've ever played in a video game. I mean, that's very on brand for me, honestly. I have a very bad habit of stopping games like right before they really get good. That's been the case with pretty much every game I've gone back and like finished on stream. Uh-oh. My opinion on the new scenery items? I haven't messed with the new pirate stuff too much. I did go into my testing world where I build like a lot of the buildings that I use on stream. Because I like to like look at reference images and like plan shit out and stuff. So I haven't built it, but I did like place all of the scenery bits, at least for the pirate theme, out in like a section so I could kind of look at all of them. And I'm very surprised with the number, like the amount of scenery items that they have. And I'm very excited to start using them once I have an idea for what I want to do with it. But I haven't looked at the fairy tale stuff yet, but it also seems like there's a lot of really good pieces there as well, so. If I wasn't broke from buying season pass to a bunch of amusement parks, then I'd buy Planet Coaster. I mean, you made the right, like, objectively, you made the right decision. I would much rather have the theme park season passes. Once I get my car, I might actually do that, because I live within like reasonable driving distance of a lot of like really solid parks. And reasonable driving distance meaning, like, close enough where I could do a day trip. Kind of like with me, with Once Human and now Dune. I'm more into Dune than the other. I've seen so many things from Dune Awakening. I really want to get into it. If I wasn't saving up right now, I would 1,000% be in on it. And the thing with Once Human, I would have tried that, but it has the same problem a lot of modern games have, which is it's too big. It's too big. My SSD's only 1 terabyte because I'm a broke boy, and I spent and most of my storage is like disk drive. So games that are like 150 gigabytes that require solid state drive, it's like I need to prioritize which ones I have downloaded. It looks good, and it's definitely it looks like something that would like definitely be up my alley too. It's just I would much rather be able to play this game and Cyberpunk and Oblivion. And also, since I started with my solid state drive, it means that it means it's my primary drive, so like all of my system stuff's on there too, so it's a struggle. I need to get a new one at some point. Good music track for the coaster idea. Perfect track for this coaster. The creature chant theme from Scooby-Doo. They have it on YouTube as a mix. I could see that working. Let's see. Okay. Now the roof. I'll probably just put the roof on and then call it there. I'll go in and do all the lighting. Either tomorrow or next week. Probably tomorrow. I think we'll take a break on the boardwalk for a little bit. Just because I have so many ideas for like the other career parks. So I really want to go ham and try to get this one finished. And I still need to kind of like workshop things with the boardwalk park. I'm kind of at a impasse with ideas for it. Other than that, dope ass chair swing ride that we now have. Changing my mind. And then over here, do the same thing. Okay. I need the roof to be just a little bit higher, so we're gonna grab all of them. Okay. It's not super themed, but as like a, hey, this is the station for now kind of deal, I think it works. Bought the game for First Friday, by the way. I still need to do that. It's literally my event, and I haven't bought the fucking game for it, but it's fine. I still have a week. I remember once wanting a decent PC, but was broke AF. Dude, that was me for so long. This one's decent, so I can't complain too much. Oh yeah, I forgot that they added the circle path stamps. It's funny, I mentioned like way back when this game first came out that like, oh, circle path stamps would be super useful. Because I think there was like a specific thing I was trying to do. I don't remember exactly what it was. But there was one thing that I wanted to do, and I was like, oh, a circle path stamp would be great for it. And then now that they have the circle path stamp, I haven't needed it. And I don't remember what I wanted it for to go back and fix it. So it's just kind of funny. Circle pool tools or circle pool stamp has been a huge godsend. Oh, the game's on sale now? Fuck yeah. Just so everybody knows. Also, I guess I'll go ahead and mention this now. It's a good opportunity. July 11th, first Friday. It's a big group stream that me and my friends do on the first Friday of every month. Obviously, this month's first Friday, it's 4th of July, a holiday, so we had to push it back a week to make sure more people would be free. But we're going to be playing Guilty as Sock in honor of Freedom Week, or Freedom Month. That was the closest group game I could find that's like remotely Revolutionary War adjacent. So we're going to be playing that. It'll be me and a bunch of other content creators and JD and Blackout. It'll be a ton of fun, so definitely come check that out. Last couple First Friday streams were super, super awesome. And I would highly recommend going and checking out the VODs. I believe I have a specific playlist for them. But if I don't, if you go to the streamers plural playlist, all of them will be there. I would watch, but that's your birthday. Happy early birthday. Yeah, definitely go do that. That's like way more important. Ooh, a DJ session at VRC? Hell yeah, bro. Shut the fuck up, Mason. How dare you? How dare you? I can't believe you. You can't disparage. How dare you disparage my event that I didn't have to invite you to, by the way. In front of, I almost said Twitch channel. On my YouTube channel. Actually, how could you? Happy belated birthday throws. I'm pretty sure I said happy belated birthday the day after already. But happy birthday again. You can never have too many birthday wishes. Say my twiddler. Oh gosh. Mason, you gotta stop complaining, dude. All you do is come in and complain. Alright. And let's open it. And we're gonna fast forward. We gotta ride it with some guests. I don't think they're gonna. I think it might be too expensive. No. Is anybody gonna come ride it? There we go. We got 2 people. Anybody else? There isn't a ton of stuff over here, so I'm not surprised. Wow, nobody wants to ride it. Oh, here comes the people. These... Oh, or are they going to the pool? Okay, yeah, no, it's starting to fill up now. We'll let it go. I mean, hey, I think that's nice. That's good. That's what you want from a homie. Real homies wish each other, like, I think wanting your homie to have good breasts is like, I think it's a noble cause. It's a noble desire. It's a very selfless one. I also want to ride. Let's actually ride in the 3rd car. I feel like the 3rd car is going to be crazy. I need to connect that. I need to connect this pole. But I'll do that. We have to wait for the block zone to clear, I guess. Whoa. 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 Backwards down the drop. Ooh. We're getting a different rotation this time around. Whoa. And then we got our big helix. Not Burger King. Yeah, you do, like a charred, what is it? Charbroiled? I think that's what they call it. Or however they cook their burgers. Char-fired, that's the word. Char-fired burgers are great. Char-fired Burger King is less great. That's a lot of fun. I'm very happy with how this came out. Like, the rotations are, like, chaotic, but I don't feel like they go way overboard with anything. I did notice we slammed into this fern, so I'm just gonna move it. Or not fern, this palm. So I'm just gonna move it over here. It's a big bummer I can't delete this tree. But... that looks so cool. Alright. Well, it is 9:17. I got work tomorrow, gamers. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to end it there. But thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this time. I will be back with more Planet Coaster tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll probably continue working on this park unless I'm struck with some ideas for the Boardwalk Park, and then we'll go work on that. But either way, we'll be playing Planet Coaster. And then reminders, the current plan is to be streaming on Friday night. We'll be doing some Assassin's Creed 3 in honor of Independence Day. Should be a lot of fun, so definitely come check that out. That will be at 7 p.m. Eastern Time as well. You can always check the schedule under posts on my YouTube channel. I post the schedule there every Monday. You can see it there. And yeah, best way to make sure you don't miss any of the streams is, of course, to subscribe, hit the notification bell. You'll be notified every time I go live and every time I upload a new video. I'm live 4 times a week, and I post a video every weekend. This past weekend was part 3 of Zomboid Hills. Definitely go check that out. And this weekend, this upcoming weekend, will be part 1 of a new YouTube video series. What's it going to be? I don't know. You'll have to subscribe to find out. Make sure you like videos, like the streams. Helps them do well in the algorithm. Helps it get to more people. Helps the channel grow, which I really appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining. It was great talking to all of you, Lord Lupus. It was good to see you. Thank you so much for that chair swing ride. I'm excited to add that to the Boardwalk Park and see what it looks like in context. But yeah, that's all I got. I will catch you all in the next stream. And as always, stay sponge, gamers.